Josh, Arbroath away on Friday. Is it a game you're looking forward to, or are you one of these guys that looks forward to every game?
Look forward to every game. Obviously, kind of stress that the manager's been 3 games in 6 days, and sometimes he says to speak to you to kind of let you know that, because you're obviously want to play every game. But I'm one of the ones that just wants to keep playing games of football, especially when the boys are doing well.
One of the things we talked to the manager about recently was this intense period of 3 games in 6 days. Very obviously, you started down at Ayr, and then you started on the bench the other night against Morton. You'll be looking to repeat your success against Ayr when you set up 1, well, not 2 as the gaffer said, but you set up 1 with a great ball into Zach.
Listen, we don't know the team in that yet, but I'd like to think performances over the last wee while would hopefully get me back in Friday, and just kind of keep that momentum going. Like I say, you just want to play every game, but we've got guys that come in and do it equally just as well as anybody else coming out of the team. So that was exactly what it was on Tuesday night. You get freshened up, fresh legs, and we'll see what the manager goes with tomorrow. But he's been correct in his decisions, so whatever it is, then I'll be happy to go with it. Just like I say, want to keep that momentum, keep getting results.
Like me, you would have looked at the results and the goals from the other games on Tuesday. You know that going into this game against Arbroath, off the back of them conceding a number of goals against Queen's Park, is not going to be easy. What are you expecting from Arbroath, first and foremost?
They've also made a lot of changes of late. Jim's brought in kind of a lot of players, and they've maybe kind of tried to play a wee bit different way. But I think on Friday you'll probably see Arbroath of old being hard to beat. But listen, when they've got the ball, they're dangerous. They've got good football players. They've also got Ryan Dow, etc. back. So I think it'll be a different performance from the one that they put on at Hampden on Tuesday night. Obviously it was a big pitch, and we got up to Arbroath, it's not as big. So I think we'll see the old Arbroath, and that's not a disrespectful comment. Sorry, that's just me meaning like they're kind of hard to beat, and then they're good in the counter. And I think that's what we'll get off them on Friday night.
A key feature of our last visit to Arbroath was that late winner from Vonnie, and the mad celebrations on the terrace from the Rovers support. Tell us a little bit about how you've perceived the home support, the support from the home fans so far this season, what it means to you and what it does to your performances.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Listen, support is one of the kind of biggest things in football. It gets you over the line. You see the support up at Tannadice, etc. Even here on Tuesday night, I think there was like 4,500, which is unbelievable. It's massive to any player playing. Like, you want to go out and you want to see a good crowd. It's just how it is, and we've had that the last couple of weeks. We've had it kind of every away game. Ayr was bouncing again on Saturday. Even went up to Arbroath the last time. I thought it was Arbroath fans. It wasn't until we turned round and then I noticed it was our fans. So although it's on telly, I'm pretty confident that we'll take good numbers up there, and they've been excellent, and they deserve every bit of success we've had so far. So if they can kind of stick with us, then hopefully everybody's as happy.
Yeah, and you talked there about the atmosphere that the fans bring to the games and the atmosphere around the place. Within the squad itself, though, the atmosphere must be pretty good. You know, you're quite a tight bunch. You know, you've played with a lot of the guys, and even the ones you haven't played with have had success at this level. Tell me about some of the unity, the harmony in the team, and how well you all get on.
Just like you said, it's a good group, and that's what you need to go and challenge for titles. I think that's why we're up there, because of the boys we've got in the change room. Like you touched on, I've been fortunate enough to kind of do it a couple of times, and it's that squad in there is equally as good, the better maybe. Who knows, to go and kind of challenge, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I think you can see that the last couple of weeks in the performances, we're just back to basics, back to kind of everybody knowing their roles and working for each other, and that will always get you through the tricky periods that maybe we're still doing the things but we just weren't getting the results. And listen, it's a long season, but I think if you'd asked anybody 11 games to go and we were joint top with Dundee United, then everybody would have took it. So it's just about kind of keeping that togetherness and keep going, and hopefully starting that on Friday.
When you signed for the club, I think it was myself that interviewed you.
It was
just after signing, and since then you've hit the net a couple of times in the cup games. but not in the league games.
Yeah.
Is that something that you work on? Do you set yourself targets in terms of how many assists and goals you want? Because you're a very numbers, stats orientated player, aren't you?
No, definitely. Of course, I'd love to score more goals, but I think even if you look at our games this season, it's always been kind of, obviously fans have pointed it out, the wee digs and stuff, it's always been the kind of one goal. There's not been any crazy numbers, so I think I've kind of produced in good moments in terms of setting other boys up. So as long as other boys are scoring and I'm still contributing, then I'm doing my job as far as I'm aware. So hopefully just a few more goals by the end of the season, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and between now and the end of the season, there's, including Friday, there's 11 games to go. You know, the end's in sight, but there's still a long way to go. A confident bunch?
I think you've got to be. Like nobody, I don't think our objective has changed. I think the manager have said that. I think playoffs our aim. I know it sounds crazy to say 11 games to go, but we're up there now, so we need to embrace it. We need to be confident, and I think that's what you see in the boys the last couple of weeks. I think Dundee United game at home was massive again, thanks to the fans, because if we'd lost that game, everybody's probably, it's a different story if we're being honest. But we went out there with the backing of the supporters and got the result, and we've put ourselves right back in the mix.
Good. Well, we're all looking forward to the game Friday. Sounds like you are too. Thanks for sitting down with us, and good luck.
No, thanks very much. Thank you.
Cheers.